Hi, this is Remy from Ovrture, and I'm here today to give you an overview of our new surveys feature. So with Ovrture Surveys, which are now live, you can collect real-time impact data directly from key stakeholders like students, faculty, clinicians, or grateful patients, and seamlessly integrate that data directly into your Ovrture stewardship reports. Today, I'll show you briefly how the feature works, and we'll start with an example. So this is an Ovrture survey. Just like an Ovrture site or report, this survey features a custom greeting message and organizational branding. You can mix interactions and normal content panels in with our new powerful feature, which is the impact survey. So interactions will work just like with sites and reports, where you can export this interaction data directly on a recipient level. But this new impact survey panel works a little differently. This is the tool that is going to allow you to seamlessly integrate the responses to this impact survey directly into your Ovrture stewardship reports. So if we would be the recipient here, if we open up this impact survey by clicking Share Your Impact, we can go through the questions as asked, and essentially each of these questions will correspond directly to a data field that will populate into your reports. You can see non-required questions we can go ahead and skip past. A required question, if we skip, it'll give us a little warning, so we'll add that in. Click Enter to move through quickly. And I won't go through all of these, but you can see there will be some questions under general information that will apply to any funds that this recipient is a beneficiary for, and then there will be sections for specific funds where those responses will only have to do with those funds. You can have them upload photos, headshots, videos as needed. When they're done, they would be able to click Finish on their last required question. And once all the required questions are complete, they can go ahead and click Submit. So now that you've seen what the Ovrture survey looks like from a recipient end, I can show you how to create this survey on the back end. So we'll go over into Ovrture, and now right under Sites and Reports, you've got a new module called Surveys. We can head to Surveys and click Create New Survey to set one up. You'll have to get it a name. This will correspond to a fiscal year because you'll be reporting this for a specific fiscal year. Select an owner to be the person who will be primarily responsible and get the alerts for that survey. You can set a deadline if you'd like, a URL extension. And down at the bottom, you can see, just like sites or reports, this is how you would set up the stack of content for your survey. In order to add in that impact survey panel, you would turn that on, and this is how you would set up your data fields, your data configuration, we're calling it, which allows you to choose which impact data fields will be mapped to which survey questions. So we have some existing ones, but we can also create a new one. We'll start from scratch, and we can give it a name and choose which data fields we want to be mapping. We could do last name. These will correspond, of course, to the data fields which are actually showing up in your impact panels within a report. Add some of those fields, and then you're able to reorder the questions as desired, or change the question text, or add a little qualifier. And from here, you can also choose which questions are mandatory and choose which questions will apply across all of the funds. So those would be those general information questions, such as the respondent's name. Of course, their name would be the same across the funds that you're reporting on. So you can choose which of those questions will apply across all funds. Of course, as you'd expect, you can customize this as desired, delete, move things around, add more fields. Once you're happy with your set of questions here, then you can go ahead and hit save. and we'll select that configuration we just created. If we want, we can also add in just general content panels to give them a little information or background. And then we can hit Create Survey. Now we'll see a preview of our survey. Of course, the recipient name will be filled in. Happy with that, so we can hit Exit. And now our new survey demo survey shows up in our list of surveys here. We can hit this Recipients button, and we haven't added any recipients yet. So what you can do at this point is add in recipients either one at a time or through an Excel spreadsheet uploader. We'll add in one recipient just for testing purposes, and we'll make it myself. Because I'm already in the system as a recipient, we'll link my existing. And then if you do want to be using these surveys to populate their impact survey responses over into a fund that you'll be reporting on, you'll want to make sure a fund is linked to that recipient. You'll see we get a status here, as well as we're able to access analytics to see when this survey has been accessed by the recipient. To send this survey to the recipient, you can obtain a magic link right from here if you want to share it directly. You can also export a list of magic links if you have a large number of recipients, or you from the survey itself, you're able to get a common access link from this Actions dropdown. This common access link you can share generally, and the survey recipients can enter in their email, and a magic link will automatically be sent to them. So once you've sent your survey out, you can use the recipients table to view their response status or check on individual analytics data. Once their survey is submitted, it will go from in progress to under review. And at this point, you can use, and again, this is in the recipients table, you can use this drop down to edit their impact survey responses for spelling and grammatical errors. And once you're happy with these responses, you can submit that survey for approval. As a final check before pushing that data into the fund data, before pushing their survey responses into their linked fund, we can go to the Review and Approval menu. That'll give you one last chance to review their responses. Make sure everything looks good, and once you're happy with that, we can approve that. And once you select Approve, you're prompted and able to transfer their response data into the fund. So we'll approve and transfer for our respondent, Ryan Wagner. And then we can see within that fund an impact file has been created for our survey respondent. And all of their survey responses, which were just examples here, the survey responses have populated into the data fields for their impact. So the hope here is really that this will allow you to much more quickly and easily collect impact stories, so that you can fill in your reports with survey responses directly from the people who are being impacted by these funds. We really hope you can make use of this and give us feedback. We'll be able to continually improve this to make sure it's working well and working as intended and delivering exactly what you all need it to deliver. So if you are interested in having the survey feature activated and on your site, please reach out to us and let us know, and we'll activate those survey features right away. Within the next month or so, it'll be live on everyone's Ovrture system. And we'd love to collaborate with you on making sure this works as well as possible for you. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to myself or Gideon. And we are just really excited to roll this feature out and get started.